Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to share my 8 steps to getting exactly what you want in life, and I'm going to give examples from my own life. So the first step, I'm going to read up my 8 points, is know what you want. If you don't know what you want, you're not going to get what you want because you're not asking for it. You need to ask the universe for what you want. And you need to feel it, and you need to be sure to get there. And where you're at right now is a product of what you wished for, what you wanted before, subconsciously or consciously. So me, I always wanted my 3 children and my marriage, and I got that. I also wanted to become a researcher, and I became a researcher. But I first became a mother because there was a conflict between those two goals. In my head, they were not possible to combine. So I didn't become a researcher until I was 40 years old. And now I want to become a professor. My new goals now is writing books and building a spiritual community. I want to become a professor next year. And also, I want to be a free artist, to use more time to express myself artistically. And I have some blocks stopping me from reaching those goals. I'm going to address the blocks on how you deal with not seeing results in step 8. And it's also worth mentioning that you can actually have subconscious goals that produce negative results in your life that you're not aware of, the fact that you're asking for negative results. For me, for example, I probably asked for a divorce subconsciously. It's not something that I'm, bragging about or talking aloud about, but probably, it was partly my fault, of course, and probably something that I subconsciously wished for. So the first thing, yes, is to then know what you want, but you also have to state what you want unapologetically and in detail. And you have to know that you deserve it and you will have it. So go get it. That's your responsibility. You have to take action. So practical things to do to kind of brainwash yourself into taking action and making that dream life happen for you is, we have some methods that I use myself, which is using a vision board. You kind of make this dream board of pictures and photos showing how your life will look like. And you can also make this storyboard where you kind of write out what your life will look like in small circles and arrows going out from those circles. I do that too. And you can kind of say prayers or affirmations, which kind of roots you in those beliefs that you will get to your dream life. The third step is decide and commit. And one good way of committing is just feeling that you're not gonna take it anymore. The fuck you're not. It's enough. And the commitment part also, I'm a little bit I'm not that. I am good at committing, but at the same time I'm saving. I'm not quitting my job, for example, even though it's part of my goal to stay a researcher and become a professor. So then it's not a good idea to quit your job at the university. But people that really commit, they kind of burn the bridges. Because if you do that, you really have to make it work. I didn't do that. I don't want to necessarily advise other people to do that. But I think that committing is powerful. And I admit that I'm not as good at that as I should have been. Yeah. work up some type of desperation to do what you need to do. And the fourth step is kind of hard also. It's do it even though it feels extremely uncomfortable. And even if you don't want to. And even if you don't know how to. And don't be safe. And, fake it till you make it. And just talking on video like this has been extremely uncomfortable for me. It feels better now. It feels more natural to be talking on video, but it's still something that I'm not mastering. I'm not I didn't become a researcher because I wanted to be an actor, That's not I never felt like standing on a stage in front of a lot of people. I also have stage fright. I don't like to present in front of big crowds. I get angst, I'm like, I want to run. I'm out of my head. I'm looking I'm kind of looking at myself, and this voice is telling me just do this quickly, and so you can get out of here. And it's my brain goes all empty, and so it's like it's hard for me. So it means I have to do it. So that's why I joined stand-up course. I did improv theater. I wasn't good at it. Not many people laughed, It was hard, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. I wanted to challenge myself. Maybe I should do another round. I probably need it. And that's maybe not what's hard for you. Like working out also has been hard for me. I never had the discipline to work strength or run, and now I actually do have a consistent routine that works for me. I'm not the strongest person in the universe, but I found a way to have a workout routine that is working for me. So yeah, you're probably afraid of completely other things than that I am, but they do identify what's hard for you. And it's not like you have to do everything that is hard for you, but you have to do the things that are stopping you from reaching your goals. If I want a spiritual community, if I want to communicate my message, I have to be able to talk to people. So that fear is stopping me, and I need to address it. And the fifth step, I'm pretty good at that, not giving a fuck about what other people think, because I'm making an ass of myself all the time. That's what other people think too. So, they're like, you're brave. I would never do that. But on the one and only ayahuasca ceremony that I went to, I learned that everyone loves me, and the people that don't love me just aren't ready yet. And I think that's a good attitude to have in life. And I think you should adopt that too, because then you're not getting embarrassed and afraid. And I think it's true also. Most people want the best for you. People want to help other people. So that's just great. And then at the ayahuasca ceremony, I felt it. I felt how everyone loved me and how I loved everyone. I would want to be in that experience like all the time. It was beautiful. So the sixth step is to celebrate. Celebrate your wins. I just got money, a lot of money to fund my book. Yay! And I actually didn't celebrate yet. And that's partly because of COVID, because I also got funding for my project. And that's 1 year ago. And I still haven't been able to celebrate. I was going to go out with the girls with a beautiful dress and everything and party. And COVID just hindered me in doing that. So I'm blaming COVID, of course. But I'm not so good at celebrating. I'm just continuing on. But I think it's important to actually stop and, feel how you accomplished something that was really important for you. Because if you don't, time just passes. You have to kind of feel how great it is that you're where you're at, and which leads to the next step, which is being grateful. Are you able to feel gratefulness for the things and the people that you have in your life? Or are you sitting around complaining about how you're not having what you want? That's not gonna manifest those things for you in life. So stop complaining and start being more grateful. I try to do that. I try to do daily meditations in the morning. I do 12 minutes. And then I try to be grateful and feel it, because you have to feel grateful. It's not like if you just sit around and tell yourself, I'm grateful for this, I'm grateful for that, without feeling it, it's not like it's gonna work. I'm grateful for my children that is doing well and that are emotionally balanced, and I love them. I'm so grateful that I have a financially secure situation, that I have my house, that I have my summer house. You can see how beautiful it is here. I'm so grateful for all the people that I've met on my travels. It's been so loving, and thank you for showing me around and helping me and entertaining me and being beautiful. I'm grateful for all my friends. I'm grateful for my spiritual community. I'm grateful for my job paying me and all the people that are supporting me. That's some of the things that I'm grateful for. I'm grateful that I have research projects that can make a difference in the world, and that I am motivated and interested in, motivated to make happen and get the results. So and that's the 7 steps. But there's one last step, which is the 8th step, and that's what to do if it doesn't work. You have to heal your emotional blocks stopping you from getting what you want. Fix your emotional blocks. So, do I have emotional blocks? Yes, I do. I do have money blocks. I'm like, how can I ever be able to earn money? I never did that. I was always in working for other people in organizations. I'm like, how is that even possible? Yet a lot of people do that. So it's clearly possible, and I should be able to pull it off. But there are some blocks there. I have some relationship issues, blocks related to being afraid of being controlled and a little bit afraid of intimacy, to some extent, maybe. Yes, and I have creative blocks. It's crazy how it's hard for me to block time to draw or to knit or to do the things to do photography and do the things that I really want to spend my time doing. I'm just being busy. I don't like it. I have some victories, like this pullover that I knitted, and I'm so proud. I never did that before, and it's a victory. I just have to. I have put it up as a goal now. I want time. I want people working for me. I want free time for my creative projects. That's super important for me, because time is the only thing you really have. Your time and your energy. You can't, spoil it. When you kind of reach, like for me, I had this midlife crisis that made me see that time is scarce. You can't waste your time. You have to do things that are important for you, and it's important to remember that. Life is finite. You don't have all the time in the world. You have to do the things that are important for you. And I cherish that insight. When I can feel that, I get the courage to do the things that I do. So that's what these are my 8 steps to getting what you want in life. And I will not lie to you. It's not easy. And you have to follow through. It sounds easy, but you have to actually follow through on them and do it the right way. So if you have any questions whatsoever, just ask me below and I'll be happy to answer.